Good morning. It's Thursday. There's a lot of wind over here, so I'm going to get a little bit closer so you can hear me. Today, on the bottom line, we're going to be reading from Matthew 14. This is a lot of the chapter, but this is where Jesus feeds the 5,000. And we see that he had compassion, and it says that he healed their sick. And when it was evening, his disciples came to him saying, "This is a deserted place, and the hour is already late. Send the multitudes away, that they may go into the villages and buy themselves food." But Jesus said to them, "They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat." Boy, I've got a good analogy for this. I've been thinking. You see, the disciples represented the church. And Jesus was saying, these people, I feel for them. They're like sheep without a shepherd. And isn't it amazing that they're trying to escape responsibility and say, send them away, send them home. And isn't that the way it is today? Many churches aren't feeding the poor, aren't feeding the orphan or the widow and taking care of them. That was a problem with Paul and others, that they talked about that. But instead of saying, let's do what we can do, they said, send them away. God, I don't want to be dealing with those people. And that's not the way we should be. And unfortunately, that's the way it is today. So many people have so much on their table or their plate trying to pay for a huge building, and now look with the pandemic. They're not filling the buildings. They can't fill the buildings. And some churches are closed. So I say this because Jesus wants us to reach out to those people. Should be more than 5,000, more like 5 billion. There's almost 7 million in the world today. But what Jesus is telling us here is to have compassion the way he did for the people. That's why I love working where nobody wants to go. Going into the most remote places, indigenous areas, and doing what needs to be done. And this is a call to the church to say, let go of all your other agendas and do what Jesus said. You feed them. You take care of the ones that are weak. You do what no one else wants to do. That's what a real church is. Take care of the church. This was the church. And if we're going to be the future church, 5,000 people were going to be fed. How many would accept Jesus? And so the leaders of the church need to get busy and focus on taking care of the people in the church, as he says first, and those that are in need. You got to make sure your brother is eating. So during this pandemic, do more. Do all that you can and share with others. Hey, I got to go. I know I took too long, but hey, God bless you. You have a beautiful day. You pray for me. I'll pray for you. Pray that I get my teeth fixed in these next days. And like always, man, peace out. Love you, man. God bless you. Bye-bye.